Another great quality of Yogeshwara was the complete discretion power built in. So he knew who was a devil and who was not, who is good, who is bad, who is possessed, who is not possessed, who is innocent, who is not. This was built in within him, this power of complete discrimination. And he had a capacity witnessing the whole world as a play. Now, this capacity in him to witness has to be seen in every yogi. The element he controls is ether. We call it as Akash in Sanskrit. This ether, as you know, we are using now for our television, for our radio, for every sort of a collective work. So we have to be in charge of the ether element as yogis. And that is the subtlest of all, in the sense that you permeate into everything with that, and is above all. Like plastic also permeates into everything, into matter, into everything up to the air, but it cannot enter into ether. So the negativity cannot enter into ether. So when you enter into your ethereal zone, you actually enter into the area which is thoughtless awareness. So to achieve your ethereal state, you have to expand your thoughtless awareness. This is the ego part of it, that you should be in ethereal state. And as a superego, you should see it as a play. You should see the play of the negative. Negativity will run away, but don't get involved into it. Play into their hands. Then the negativity will separate from you. So the ego and superego both rise from the Vishuddhi chakra. They can be preceded by the Agya chakra, but are to be sucked in the Vishuddhi. The greatest quality of Yogeshwara is that he is not at all involved into it. Detached, absolutely. If he eats his food, he does not eat it. If he speaks, he does not speak. If he sees, he does not see. If he hears, he does not hear. It has no effect on him, no retention on it, no action on it. Whatever he is complete. 16 petals is complete moon. 16th day of the moon is the Purnima. That is how one has to be complete in oneself, complete confidence in oneself. But the confidence should not be confused with ego. But confidence is complete wisdom, is complete dharma, it is complete love, complete beauty, and is complete God. Now when he said that you give up all your dharmas and surrender to me in Gita, what he was meaning, that all other things about which you are worried, you give up and become one with me. So I look after you. Give up the responsibility to Sri Krishna. So the complete integrated divinity will start expressing through you. And that is how your Vishuddhi chakra gets opened up. This is some part of the Yogeshwara I have spoken to you. But as he is the brain within us, he becomes the brain within us. The other thing that we have to understand, Sri Krishna at this stage of Sahaja Yoga, that it is the Virata Shakti that is manifesting at this time, is much wider than the knowledge of all the saints of ages. but is not deeper than that. If you can deepen your knowledge, this wider knowledge will have proper roots within you. So the brain are the roots. Here are the roots of the whole tree of life. Actually, Kundalini comes up and waters the brain first, so that the whole tree of life is drenched in the divine bliss and divine knowledge. So this Virata Shakti that we have to work out gives us the sense of collective consciousness first. First we understand it through our brain power. But the whole brain power is to be guided by the heart, is to be watered. But in Sanskrit is a very beautiful word, sinchana, like dewdrops, sprayed with the love of God. So the integration of this brain has to take with heart and with your liver. Then only the Virata Shakti takes another form. The weapons of killing become the weapons of forgiveness. Every sort of destructive power is used for the construction, as if it is strict, as far as their effect on us is concerned, because we are more powerful and more tricky. Like the tree, when it grows upward. But when it is laden with fruit, it comes down. And the tree bends down. Its humility is very valuable. So you are the fruits. We are going to worship that Virata Shakti which has given fruits. That is the biggest thing one has to know, is to bend down towards the Mother Earth, to be humble. Absolutely the humility inside out is really going to give you the complete value of Sahaja Yoga fruits. The only fruits which bend down are accepted as good and mature fruits. But some of the negative people should not by any chance take advantage of this. Some of them pose they are humble. Even a rotten fruit bends down. But the mature fruit shows its humility by its weight. That is the Guru Tattva, weight. We get the power of maturity up to the fruit, and then we become blessed by Guru Prasad. Those who are still involved in getting to better sunshine or getting to better water supply, or all these things are not yet matured, because the fruit doesn't need anything anymore. It doesn't need anything from the Mother Earth, nor from the elements. But it surrenders, it bends, it bows to the Mother Earth, bringing personal problems, stupid ideas, negativity. All those people are still not yet the fruits. But the matured people are those who surrender, who bow to the Mother Earth. So the capacity to bow is the best judgment of yourself, and leaving everything to the power of gravity of your mother to do every work for you, and leaving all your small little worries behind. You have to rise above these restricting powers and achieve the completion of this Virata Shakti. This is very important also because in these days of Kali Yuga and complete confusion of value system, all kinds of turmoil makes a very complex conditions to exist. The state of witnessing is only possible through meditation. You reach the state of thoughtless awareness. It's combined together. Now the witness state is such a state where you just do not react. If you react, then the problem starts. It's a very simple thing to understand that we react through our ego or through our conditioning. When the ego starts acting, it collects all these things like hatred, also possessiveness, anger, violence. All these starts coming out of the ego, which actually blinds the person. Also it is due to the conditioning. If the child is told from the childhood that you should hate these people, they are to be hated, they are wrong people, they are bad people, they just start doing that. When they grow up, they start showing that hatred is now like a cactus, growing very big and is killing others. There is no justification for this kind of a behavior by human beings. If they are human beings, they have to have human qualities. And that is what is possible only if we learn how to just witness and not to react. Very surprising. Now in Spain, even now, there are these bullfights going on. Every year, 6 bullfights every year, and the hall contains more than 10 times more than we have here. And is always full. And now the women have taken to fight the bulls. Now if the bull is not killed, they allow the bulls to go on the street and kill people. This kind of a violent enjoyment is still lingering into the minds of the people. It is so sad to see people who are now talking of humanity, talking of peace, talking of joy, are still enjoying these violent acts. Either they are doing or they want to watch. So then you go to these films and things that are being created of a horrible violence, and people enjoy it. Enjoy such films, and such films are again created. Now, if you really become a witness state, if you are in a witness state, then what will happen? If you watch any such things that are happening, it will subside. If you are in a witness state, and if that level, then no accident will take place in your sight. Even if there's an accident, then you can save the person, you can help the person very actively. That's in a very small scale. But even in a very large scale, you can do it. Something wonderful. I remember I was not very old at that time, but we were living in a house very close to the secretariat, where they had a strike. And
they were asking for separate Maharashtra or something. So the police was standing there, and by the order of the chief minister, they were shooting at everyone who was coming. Anyone who passed through that road, they were shooting, they were enjoying a shooting game, all of them. I saw all this and I just couldn't bear it. I just went down and asked the police to stop it. They stopped. You'll be amazed, they stopped. Then I carried those people who were wounded up in my house, took out their bullets and all that, called the ambulance and saved them. But for that, one thing was there, I was in a state of witnessing. So you become fearless. There is no fear at all once you learn how to have the state of witnessing. Because when you are not witnessing, you get disturbed, you get upset, you get excited, you may join also this wrong time out. But if you are in a state of witnessing, that itself is a power. And that witnessing state helps you to win over so many difficulties of other people. But witness state is not a mental state. It is a state of a spiritual ascent where you become a witness. Best way to practice witness state is not to criticize anyone. Not to criticize. I've seen people who are all the time criticizing others. They cannot criticize themselves, so they start criticizing others. So much so that they don't even see what's wrong with them. They don't even say what wrong they have done to others, because they think they have a right to criticize others, and they enjoy this criticism very well. Actually, there's nothing to be criticized. You just watch and see for yourself. That's all is your right. You have no right to criticize anyone or anything. Once you watch the thing yourself, only just watch, your attention itself is enlightened now. With that enlightened attention, you can just watch and stop the nonsense that is there. By watching and by just seeing things as they are, you really develop a very different state of being. Firstly, all such people who are just witness, what happens to them is very interesting, that their memory loss is much less. Because whatever they see becomes like a picture to them. Like we can say, they can tell you even the color, the folding, everything. Whatever they see is so much in their mind like a photo, and they can tell you exactly what they have seen. And your memory is not lost. While if you react onto everything, your memory becomes horrible. And people are so much habituated with reacting, because once you start losing your witness state, you can fall into negative collectivity. And thus this negative collectivity acts in such a bad manner that all the conflicts of the world, all the problems of the world perhaps are related with this. So as Sahajogis, what should we do? We should not react. We should not react. If you see something wrong, all right, you meditate on that. You meditate. If you find anything wrong happening, all right, meditate on that. If somebody is unkind to you, at that moment do not react. Afterwards, when that person is quietened, you tell him or tell her. Because at that time when it's so volatile, or she is volatile, if you tell, nothing will happen. Gradually, I don't say always you can win over such people, but gradually you may be able to make them understand that it's wrong. It's wrong to do things which they have been doing. In a way, you see, the reaction to anything which is stupid also can be very self-destroying. So, this power of witnessing you all should develop. Try to develop it. That when you are reacting, stop reaction. Stop reaction about everything. You will be amazed. You will find yourself a very, very powerful person, in the sense you will have no ambitions, you will have no desires, you will have no special fondness or anything. But just you are witnessing the drama. It's very interesting to witness also, because then you understand the humor behind everything. You understand the stupidity behind everything. You understand also how people have been so violent, and you just laugh at it. You don't get upset, excited, nothing. Just laugh at it. After some time you will be amazed. Your witness state will increase. All mythical things they want to get to and worry their heads about mythical things. Once you learn how to witness, you will know the myth, you will know the absurdity, you will know the Maya. So to overcome the problems of personality, the best thing is to witness. Practice witnessing. Everything. Before talking, practice witnessing. Before giving any comments, just start witnessing. The result of that, you leave it at the feet of the divine power. Means that you don't build up an ego for whatever you have done, by which you know so many things through vibrations. Is the love of people which should be respected, should be understood and to be felt. But if you have no witness state, then you will see how much money this man has got, how many cars he has got, what clothes he is wearing. All these considerations will be there. But in a witness state, you will understand that you will get vibrations from this person. You will understand that person is spiritual. And that's how you will stick to such a person. You will not go for artificial things, but a genuine personalities that are there.